Mm. It says here that Michelle Obama says her kids want nothing to do with the Obama name.
What?
I mean, nothing. Something, y'all. Something just ain't right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by to see me today. Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, and their kids. Something strange is going on with the Obamas. People ain't stupid. They not dumb. They see something ain't right. Okay? I don't know what it is, but I know every marriage has its problems. I'm going to play a video for you, and then I want you to decide what you think and feel is going on with the Obamas. I know children give us problems. I know. But why in the heck would your daughter want to get rid of your last name? Now, I don't know if she changed the name legally or she's just not using it. I have no idea. But either way, why would you do that? Now, some people down in the comment section said because she wants to be a professional and she wants to change her name because she don't want to seem like that she has a head up of everybody else when she's trying to get a job or making films. Well, that's going to be debunked, y'all. It's going to be debunked. All right. Let me pull up this first video. Michelle Obama says her kids want nothing to do with the Obama's name. Michelle has a podcast now. Have y'all seen it? Let me know down in the comment section. Do you like it? Do you go over there and visit? I've seen it a couple of episodes, but it's all right. But maybe she'll make it. Maybe she will. Here we go. Listen to this young man.
So, for the roughly 99.987% of Americans who have not watched Michelle Obama's newest podcast, you don't have to do so. I'll just report on what the hell's going on over there. Now, in a recent episode, Michelle essentially continued to out her family as she has been doing on this podcast. First kind of outing her husband and his flaws and, the issues she has with him. And then, of course, family dynamics, etc. Well, on the latest episode, she went on speaking of how her kids had decided to distance themselves from their parents. When I say distance, I don't just mean like, oh, they went off to college, just a little physical distance. I'm talking about they didn't want to talk to their parents anymore. As a matter of fact, I believe one, if not both the daughters, changed their name. Yeah, they no longer want to be associated with the Obama name. Now, you may think to yourself, okay, I know that it must have not been easy growing up in the White House and having all that attention around you for 8 years, etc. But what would lead a child to want to remove a name which supposedly is supposed to have so much significance, power, and honor, I would say? Unless, of course, they didn't actually believe that, but instead they saw their name as problematic. So again, this is just my own personal opinion, but I believe that there are things that were happening behind closed doors, things that these young ladies were exposed to that they want nothing to do with. Because there have been a lot of kids that have gone in and out of the White House, some for 4 years, some for 8, and I have not heard of any changing their last name. Most of them would use their last name. You know what I mean? But this one, it's a little sketch. It's a little sketch.
Is he lying, y'all? Is he lying? There's a problem with the Obama family. No other presidents' kids, changed their name. Matter of fact, some of them kept their name even after they got married. So, what is wrong with Obama's girls? Why would you do that if it was not a problem? He's right. I mean, I know people get mad at their parents, and some of them do change their name, but the majority of them keep their name. I'm just talking about regular people. You know, we have problems with our kids too, but damn, they don't want to change their name. I have problems with my kids going back and forth on certain things. Not too bad though, but they ain't never said they want to change their name. I don't really get that. I don't. But people over the internet is like, oh my God, this is horrible. This is horrible. Well, there's a reason behind everything, people. A reason. Down here from the comments, somebody said the children's real father is the Obama's doctor friend, Dr. Nesbitt, and his wife. They look exactly like them. I know y'all said Michelle didn't birth those kids. I know y'all said that. But could this have any credibility? Could it? Could it be real? Put it on down there. I want to know. Do y'all think so? Did the girls find out that these are not my biological parents? Someone else said those aren't their biological kids. They don't belong to Michelle and Barack. I know for some it's controversial, but two men can't bear a child. They still calling Michelle a dude, y'all. I can't believe that until I see evidence, until I know, until she comes out. I know y'all said she had a print in front of her pants when she was dancing on stage with Ellen. I know y'all said that, but y'all know how pants can do, okay? I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say she's a dude because I don't know. Could she look like a dude? Could she? She may have some dude features, but I'm not saying she's a dude. Now, this family that they're talking about, right here it says, just your daily reminder that Sasha and Malia are not Obama's kids. Their parents are Obama's family friend, Anita Blanchard and Martin Nesbitt. Look at the girls and look at the dude. Now I'm going to say the guy, Martin, kind of looks like the oldest one. She kind of favors him. Look at the mouth and the smile. Look at the nose. His nose look a little bit bigger, just a little bit, according to the angle that he's, turning his head. A little bit. Now look at the baby girl, okay? And look at the, what's her name? Anita Blanchard. Almost has the same smile. You can almost see it a little bit, just a little bit in the cheeks, maybe some, okay? Could this be true? Could it? I don't know, y'all. We ain't got no evidence. I wish we did. They claiming that this is evidence right here. Put it on down there. Let me know if you believe that. Let me know, because I am curious as hell. All right. Then someone in the comments said, but Michelle never said that. And neither did her kids. Malia doesn't want Obama attached to her film projects. She's doing films, y'all. Good for her. Because she wants to carve her own path. She has no plan on changing her name legally, and neither does Sasha. Cute name. I like both of their names. So it's only for her film project careers. But why though? Why? Why would you change your name? She not trying to be recognized? Honey child, please. Listen to what this guy has to say.
So, Forever Flotus Michelle Obama said that Malia dropped her last name on her first film project. And I guess Malia's reasoning is that she didn't want people to think that she didn't work hard and that she was just handed things because she was an Obama. So here's the thing. A wise woman once said, "We've been knowing you since you were 10. You cannot hide from your friends." There's no way people aren't going to know that you're an Obama. 1, you look just like your daddy. 2, we watched you grow up. And maybe this is a thinking among Nepo babies, which I don't mind a Nepo baby, particularly a black one. And you want to know why? Slavery. If your parents can set you up and help you get into a certain industry and make connections, do it. Take it right now. Because this world is hard enough as it is when you're black. And it doesn't mean that you don't work hard, but it helps you get into the door. And nothing is wrong with that. White business leaders do this all the time for their kids. They leave them their business. They help them get through the door. They make these connections with them to set them up for success. We also see this in the movie business. So don't ever think that you shouldn't benefit because of who your parents are. Like, you think I have a problem with Blue Ivy the God getting on stage with her client Beyonce on a stadium tour, dancing her ass off? Absolutely not. Nepo baby down. And I am 100% here for it. So yeah, Malia, work hard. Your success in the industry may not depend on who your parents are, but the fact that your name helped you maybe get through the door and you're doing good work is a good thing. And don't let anyone make you feel bad about that.
I actually agree with this dude. Just because you change your name, don't want your last name on anything, even if it's not changed legally, still doesn't mean we're not going to know who the hell you are. We know your face. You go in there for a job, they know your face. They know who you are, okay? Use that to your advantage, okay? There's nothing wrong with having a famous parent. Someone who's a celebrity. There's nothing wrong with it. Use it to your advantage. A lot of people do that, even if they're not celebrities. They use their parents' status to their advantage. Sometimes they go and work at the same company that their parents work at. Sometimes their parents can give them references, okay? What's wrong with that? I want to get it on my own. I don't need no help. I don't need it. What type of fool is that? That's what I want to know. Why not? Why you want to struggle and get it on your own? Okay, you're trying to work. That's a good thing. Nobody said you ain't trying to work and not be, just lazy, living off your parents. Nobody's saying that, okay? But you ain't got to cut your name. But you know what, though, y'all? People can do what they want to. If she want to cut her name, let her cut her name. It don't matter. If she cut that name, go get it changed legally. It don't matter. Okay? She's still going to be an Obama. Whether she like it or not. That's what they're going to know her as. They're not going to know her as nothing else. I want y'all to go down in the comment section. Tell me, do you think Barack and Michelle are the parents of Malik and Sasha? Do you think so? Put it on down there because I want to know, okay? Or do you think Malia knows something about her parents? There's something is wrong that they not telling the whole entire world. There is a problem somewhere, y'all, okay? Like I said, she got the right to change her name, but there's a problem that they're not speaking on. And it's not because she just want to work without the Obama name. Like we said, everybody knows her face. You can't hide that face, honey. You can't hide it. It's a pretty little face. But you can't hide it because we know who you are. All right? So it don't matter. So why would you do something like that? Why would anyone? There is a problem. That's why. Something is going on. Something. We don't know, but sooner or later, let one of the kids get mad enough. Let them get mad enough. They're going to tell it all. Ain't that's what kids do? Look at Brian McKnight's son. Look at 50 Cent children. Look at it, okay? They get mad and they tell it all. With all that being said, y'all, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.